to be able to bounce back mentally and just like from a stamina perspective. FlipSid Tactics has been in this situation more than any other team. We talk all the time about how they like to put themselves in this situation where they're just barely on the cusp of losing. So here they are, having made it into the lane, and now to qualify for the championship and to qualify for Season 4, they're going to be playing against the Leftovers, the team that wowed everybody in Week 1. Can they do it again and fight for the championship in their debut season of RLCS? There's only one way to find out, and it's through this 7-game series. Right now, Leftovers up on offense. Sicky to Farah, the connection will be soft, and they'll give FlipSid back the ball. But as the Leftovers in the blue, FlipSid in the orange, here comes Snasky. He and Marky Duda will pinch that one high. And Farah lying in wait, looking for opportunities. So right up the wall, Sicky out in the middle. Farah still lurking at the midfield. He'll try to pinch this one, gets a soft touch. Greasy will be able to play that one into the blue. And here comes FlipSid.
I don't know if FlipSid knows which Leftovers they're against, and I don't know if Leftovers even knows
which FlipSid
or which Leftovers they're going to give the FlipSid. As we know, they do like to bring it to Game 5.
Snasky up high. Wait, Farah over the side. Whew, he almost got it. He got the pass Greasy, could not get it past Cookser. That'll bleed FlipSid. Ball control FlipSid, or Cookser with another flip there. Snasky to play this one down the side. Very, very fast play here as Greasy gets the demo onto Sicky in the midfield, opening up some space. Sicky will respawn. That'll force the Leftovers to play some defense, but not with shots like that from Greasy as he gets FlipSid on the board.
This was all on Snasky to get the touch off the backboard. I think that corner touch, wow, that was actually really far off the wall. He was definitely not prepared for it. I don't think I would have been either. And now we see a nice solid shot, trying to keep the consistency. A Greasy Meister, though, he has been an absolute menace.
Yeah, Greasy Meister in the past few series of FlipSid has been kind of the only consistent thing. He's been a nightmare to play against from everybody else. And he continues that here, getting the first goal. Cookser to try and drop this one through. Sicky to try and finish it, but Cookser drops and gets the save after realizing he kind of passed to the Leftovers shooter. Gets the save. The Leftovers, though, will try to stay on offense here. Farah to Snasky to get it past Marky. Past Cookser as well. It's just Greasy in the back. He lofts it very short loft there, but no follow-up from the Leftovers means Cookser can clear it away. 3:06 left to go. Still 1-0 in favor of FlipSid.
FlipSid getting a bit risky in their own half. Making some interesting moves. Cookser trying to air dribble it across the net. You always run the risk of a potential 50-50 not going in your favor. So it's just something I don't know is worth the risk when you're 1 goal up.
Snasky over the side. Greasy pinches out to Marky. Looks to get the setup game. Sends on out towards Cookser. So it'll be Snasky down the field. Greasy Meister now. Past Farah. Sicky will get played past by Marky. It's just Snasky in the back. Whiffs again, but Cookser not ready for that. He fully anticipated Snasky to have that clear. He was not ready to be able to take the shot that was offered to him. And we'll come and go past halftime here. The Leftovers still looking for their first goal. But the thing we have seen from the Leftovers so often, you were saying earlier, like which Leftovers are we going to get? The Leftovers that kind of can drop the games early and come back, or the Leftovers who just don't play cleanly. And you don't really know until you get at least 2 games into this series.
Yeah, usually not until there's 2 losses first.
Yeah, they have to lose a bunch before they can start winning. That's just usually how they do their thing.
They're like a FlipSid 2.0.
They're a flip-flop. Flip-flop tactics. Oh, so close there. Greasy and Cookser both going up for that one after Snasky tried to touch it. It'll be Sicky to try and set it up, but Cookser and Greasy again double commit on the wall. An immediate follow-up that had been in position on that right-hand side. Could have had a shot. Here comes a shot from Farah, blocked by Marky.
Look at how safe FlipSid was. Marky Duda trying to read that drop as much as he could, putting himself in a place to be able to get the drop no matter where it was. They're playing safe. They know they've got the lead. They don't want to make a similar mistake to earlier this day.
Very close. Sicky was to be able to get that one past Marky. But now he's got the right around. The shot opportunity for Cookser. Greasy will now take another one. This one goes high. It'll be Snasky to Sicky. The pass over to Farah. The shot towards the net blocked by Marky's positioning. The 1-2 pass so brilliantly fast from the Leftovers, but it does not connect. And here comes Marky. Sicky will play that one away, and it'll pinch over towards Farah. He does the quick handbrake. Be able to let that one fly back down the field, but this will be lofted out. Snasky in the air. Greasy beats him to it. Nobody in net right now for the Leftovers as Farah rotates in. He'll play that one away. Sicky gets positioned up. So Markey will be looking to pass off the wall. Sicky to pinch it past. Snasky will now come out. It'll roll up high. Does not go out. There's another shot from Markey, cleared away by Farah. 30 seconds remaining here in game number 1. The breakaway opportunity. Sicky will be able to push that one in. Tie game, Carpet.
28 seconds left and an overcommit. Cooksier being last man back. Markey going for the side. He does get a demolition on Snasky, but what's the point?
Well, there's
not back on defense.
Beautiful pass from Farah off the backboard, straight out to Sicky, so they can immediately capitalize on the breakaway opportunity. Something that I see many teams, that one team will give them an opportunity and they won't be able to move down the field quickly enough to capitalize on it. So well done by the leftovers. 18 seconds remaining in regulation. Might see an overtime in game 1. Snasky wants it right now though. Farah will go airborne. And this will drop to midfield. Sicky needing to play safe. Will pinch it across the field. This will buy a lot of time. But now with an opportunity, can Farah get this on his hood? Can he get it out to Snasky? The opportunity to shoot it. It's still there, but it'll touch overtime in game number 1 of the leftovers versus FlipSid.
After playing safe for so long, FlipSid still concede a goal. And now going into overtime in game 1, I cannot imagine how their hearts are faring right now.
Yeah, they've already been in some close overtimes today. They do not want any more of these. This one will drop. Farah over to the side. Markey will pinch this one high. Sicky back out. Cookser down the middle. Snasky out towards Sicky. But Greasy is in the way. It was in between both. He lofts it high, and Markey will get it over the top of the inbound Farah. Now Snasky downfield. Farah gets demoed deep in enemy territory.
Whoa!
Snasky with the double tap. It looked like players would have been into the right position, but Snasky finishes this one off, and the leftovers take game 1.
Oh, Farah actually stole the boost before Cooksier could demo him, so Cooks got stuck in the corner. Wasn't able to retreat back in time for net. Even with a player down for the remainder of that play, the leftovers still able to secure the game.
I don't know why the phrase Cooksy in the corner sounds hilarious to me.
Cooksy in the corner. That's a cute children's show I'd watch.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I don't know. That sounds like a punishment, though.
No, it's like come on and join. Come on and join us.
And Cooksy corner, do they eat cookies?
Yeah, cookies in the Cooksy corner.
This is going nowhere fast. The leftovers able to get the win here in overtime. Deja vu moment for FlipSid as they had to enter overtime again. This time losing it to Snasky's double tap. But as we've seen from FlipSid, now could this be the kryptonite for the leftovers? Because they like to win. They like to lose the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Generally, maybe FlipSid's like, yeah, just let them have it. Then we'll crush them.
When they had a strong lead, I think earlier in the season they didn't do too well. I think they ended up losing a few series where they got the first, maybe second win. FlipSid tactics, as we know, the more pressure they're under, the better they perform.
Yep.
The later the series goes, they just kind of start to get into a point where, you know what, they just start playing their all. They kind of go into berserk mode where they just press whatever button you mash because your energy bar is full. They all start to go nuts. Honestly, Greasy has been the most impressive player for me.
He has.
Watching him make, to carry Cooksier and Markey do it. Let's just think about that sentence.
Phrase, yeah.
Greasy Meister carry Cooksier and Markey more often than not.
There was the end of game number 1 or game number 2 versus Resonant, where at the very end, Resonant had a nice shot on net, and both Markey and Cooksier go up for it. Greasy hangs back in net and bails them out so that they're able to get the win.
Oh, yeah, that double save.
I'm like, come on, you guys got to buy Greasy some brisk or something. Here comes FlipSid on the offense. Sicky will pinch this one away. He and Snasky now moving downfield. What? Okay, cool. I thought it was going to hit the post, but there we go. Leftovers up.
Greasy came from an awkward angle. Markey went to go contest that, and that was actually a really unfortunate pinch from the position Greasy was in. Didn't know he was going to be able to get that. I don't think he thought he was going to be able to, so he tried to bail halfway through, and I think he was on wavelength and was like, I'm hoping that hits post.
That is the second time that pun has been employed today.
Oh, whoops.
Snasky down the length of the field here. Going to try and pinch it out to Farah. It'll loft high to Cookser. Play this one down. Sicky looking for an opportunity to engage this. He'll wait till it falls pretty low and low. Dangerous play. And Cookser gets it over the top of Snasky as well. But now Farah up to Snasky, who is forward on the field. Tries to pinch it off the wall. Doesn't get what he wants. And Greasy Meister be able to go over to the side. Now he takes a shot towards the net. Blocked by Farah. Back out to midfield. Snasky looking for the transition. Carries it, but the soft touch will give it back to Markey and Cookser. They'll be able to get the pass plays. You're not going to be able to block those two when they've got that much space to work with. Tie game.
If there's one thing FlipSid does well, they take so much advantage of 2-versus-1 situations. Cookster and Marky do that against Farah. They make him as minute as possible, make him useless. Don't do a 1v1. Don't try and out-dribble him. Make the passing play. There's absolutely no idea he's going to get it, not on a fluke.
Name a more iconic duo. Just, I'll wait.
That's how they ended the last series.
As long as you don't say Maestro and Remco. 3:54 left to go. It'll be Cookser over to Marky. Taking another shot. There's that pass play again. Exact same formation. Just a bit more space. And Snasky. Try to shoot that one around. Greasy Meister into the middle. Marky up to take the shot. It goes high. Sicky will get in the air before Cookser can finish it off. And it'll go up to Snasky. Drops this one back down to the middle. Farrell will put it over to the side. No one in a really good position, but he passes to himself. Gets it onto the backboard uncontested. Marky's slow, but he makes contact before Sicky can finish that one off. The transition in the passing. Right in place, but Marky, Farah bails out the leftovers. Still a tie game as the Savior medal comes through for Farah.
To go up for that save, but Greasy wasn't able to turn it around quick enough, and now they're going to make it an offensive opportunity. But Cooks here does gain control. Pass it to Greasy.
What a pass, too. Sicky will get that one away as Marky gets demoed to the backfield. It'll be Snasky downfield to Farah. Marky interrupts. And Sicky will just try to pass this one off the wall. Bait in a FlipSid player. Nobody bites yet. It'll be Greasy. Lofting that one high. And Marky down to Greasy. Into the corner. And Sicky is positioned in net. Both Snasky and Sicky up for that, but they get the solid clear. They'll be able to space back out. Sicky now with an opportunity. Takes a shot towards the net. Marky with the block, but Snasky in with the follow-up. Goes to the corner, back into the middle. Greasy looking for the transition downfield. Sicky had rotated. And this will drop out nicely to Farah, who looks for Sicky upfield. Nice shot. Sicky gets it in the 0-degree angle. What a play.
I didn't think he'd have the pace to take it from the corner, but here it is. Farah seeking out his teammate, putting it right between him and the net. And with a last-ditch flip, Sicky was able to make contact and push it towards the net.
The awareness, you saw it in the replay. Sicky was going for the boost steal, but then the moment he realized Farah had the opportunity, leaves the boost, doesn't pick it up, and makes the shot instead. The lead now for the leftovers in game 2. If they can hold on to this, this is a good start.
He's a much better man than I always go for boost. But that's why I'm garbage.
Dude, I'm garbage because I can't touch the ball. Greasy Meister onto the backboard. Sicky will play this one downfield, looks for his teammates in the mid. He was trying to go for the pass, but Marky tackled quickly. It'll be Farah in the back, riding that one high onto the wall. We'll talk about why I'm bad. I drop about 10 tiers the moment that the ball gets onto the wall. I can't touch the thing.
Well, luckily Snasky's not you.
Yeah, no, I'm not a, yeah, that's true. Farah up in the air. Cookser to play this one back in the middle. Look at that pass. Marky goes airborne, but Sicky gets there first. Back down to midfield, and Farah inbound on the ball. It'll be Snasky.
Again?
Looking for his teammate. The fake plays from Farah. I don't know if he was faked out or if it was just out of range of Cookser. Either way, 2-goal lead now for the leftovers.
Watching the replay, I want to see the decision-making from Cookser as he comes across. No, he just couldn't get there in time.
He just went for it.
Full boost, front flip. He was as fast of a pace as he could possibly get to. He had gotten to supersonic as well. He just couldn't make the ball in time. But Farah being there for the potential fake. What?
Oh, man, the kickoff goal going to get punished here. As Snasky just puts that one in quickly. Unfortunate kickoff there. Double boost commit.
Yeah, Marky Duda couldn't get there in time. Snasky actually just outpaced him to that ball. And I'm sure he wanted the dunk. That was probably a bit more pretty than he expected it to be. It just dropped right in front of him.
Sure, and in this situation, you're down by 2 with 1:27 left to go. This is a flip side, being a team where you can definitely trust Marky on the kickoff. They're just going to let the burn continue here in game number 2 as the leftovers will secure a win, I believe. They're already down, up by 4.
And there was 4 goals up, but that was a Snasky so snazzy moment.
That was. Look at that. Just coming across the field, like just touching the ball. Like, go towards the goal. Thank you.
That was more like a Snasky so nasty. That was a really nice touch. Coming across as well. Really right now trying to make sure they leave an imprint on FlipSid Tactics to remind them who they're up against. Leftovers making their debut here in RLCS.
They're like, remember this move? Remember week 1?
Yeah.
Remember when we did this one to you? Remember how you lost, man? Oh, look, Farah's trying to go for the dribble again. They're gonna give them bad memories.
It's a showcase right now.
This is only game 2 though of a best of 7. FlipSid dropped 3 games before being able to bounce back against Resonant earlier. Can never ever count them out here, as Greasy will go for the dribble plays himself. Siki and Farrell block that one away. Marky takes a nice shot. Snasky and Siki, if there is one mistake that I think FlipSid can capitalize on right now, it's this Siki-Snasky overcommitment on defense. I've seen it a few times, and if there's a player who lurks in the midfield, especially in the blue half, they could easily punish that one and claw back into these games. But this one, definitely going to be going in favor of the leftovers. Potential for a Brazil if they really wanted it. There's actually, this will be the setup. There it goes. One more 17 seconds, it could happen.
Knowing FlipSid, they're going to put it in for him.
I would actually, I would love that. That would be so funny if they're like, yeah, we know we messed up this game. Here you go, you can have the Brazil. It's been a long time since we've actually seen a bona fide Brazil.
Let's watch them all sit still.
Let's watch. They go for the fake. Nope.
Oh, nope. They don't want it to happen.
They're just going out right. They're going to play respectful. They're going to try and avoid the Brazil.
FlipSid Tactics, though, down 6-1. They're now down 2 games in the series and a best of 7. Leftovers, they can keep this up. They're looking to not only have their RLCS debut this season, but to also find themselves in Season 4.
Guarantee.
Getting the golden ticket all the way to Season 4, past the qualifiers. They're already going to LAN. Maybe they can have a top seed as well. They are really making a name for themselves this season.
Yeah. No,
FlipSid Tactics is struggling right now.
And if there is 2 games in a row, you cannot count out FlipSid. Everything we've seen from this series, we saw it last series, Mocket and Northern Gaming. It would look like one game was going in one direction. You'd see the players being very, very defensive, and then the very next game, the defense would just fall apart, especially for Mocket, and they end up winning the series still. Like, these teams, consistency is such a huge thing. Northern Gaming may be the most consistent team of Season 3, dropping it to Mocket there when it mattered the most. So every single game mattering so much, and the leftovers, solid wins in games 1 and 2, but that means nothing for the rest of the series.
FlipSid Tactics, they just seem like they're out of juice, honestly. I think they're struggling. They're struggling a lot just to match the pace of leftovers right now. And generally, I mean, yeah, we saw the reverse sweep, but that was in week 1. That was like 2 months ago.
Oh, how much you want to think? I would not put it past FlipSid to be like, we got to give them a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, no.
We got to bring it back. We got to one-up them. Get the reverse sweep in 7 games.
I can't do it. Don't do it to me.
How much longer can we draw out this reverse sweep thing?
I mean, until the very end.
Till the very end?
Till the very end.
End of Season 3?
It's what I live off of.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, it just, and I think anybody who's new, who's tuning in, is like, why do these guys talk about reverse sweep so much? If you haven't been watching the whole season, there was a long stint of like 5 weeks where we had at least 1 a day, sometimes 2 a day.
Yeah.
And it just became the thing of like, when's it going to happen again? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's still happening. And the first one, the one that set the tone in Europe, was FlipSid versus the Leftovers. And it was an incredible, incredible game.
I mean, just think about the story of the Leftovers. They came in. I mean, just look at their name.
Yes.
Again, if this is your first time tuning in, you can just tell by their name what they were. They were people that couldn't find a roster, and they're like, I mean, this is what we have left. Even when we heard Snasky telling the story of how they got Farah, a bunch of people they're like, you should pick up that guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They tried out a bunch of people. Farah ended up being the best one. They stuck with him. He was almost on another team.
Yep.
They kind of stole him, and they're happy that he went with them. I'm sure there's 2 kind of salty people out there right now that aren't with Farah and don't get the joy of playing with that faking monster. But, I mean, just their storyline of opening up so strong. Reverse sweep against FlipSid Tactics. They were like the fan favorite. They still are, but they were the fan favorite coming into Season 3. And now here they are going against them again to try and get that golden ticket to Season 4 and to try and get top seed going in to the LAN.
Yep, and the one storyline we haven't touched on very much, like FlipSid, are the defending world champs. They're also the defending European champions.
That is
so
true.
They are playing for an opportunity to go to the finals again and see if they can become back-to-back. Right now, NRG is the story when it comes to back-to-back regional champions.
Yeah.
But FlipSid, with the opportunity to do it again here, we'll see if they can pull it off. But they have to get through the leftovers, and last time we saw these guys play, it was not pretty. It was amazing the way that the leftovers were able to dismantle them, especially the Game 5 that we've seen. Everybody's seen the replay over and over again of Farah's mind-numbing dribble plays.
Yep.
They won that game by 3 goals. It was a dominating victory, the way that we saw FlipSid get dismantled by the leftovers, and here they're trying to do it again. But again, 7-game series, playoff scenarios, so much more on the line here than it was in week number 1. FlipSid easily can go back into this. We've already seen them do it once today.
And I think Leftovers have an advantage of just kind of being that team that doesn't know where to place themselves. They came into the league just assuming they beat maybe 2 teams, Penta and Resident. I think were the 2 teams they thought they could beat. Clearly, what we just saw out of Resident 2,
Yep.
Everybody really picks up the pace when they need to.
Yep.
But they came in and did the exact opposite. They beat all the teams they needed to beat and then lost to some teams that you were surprised they lost to. So it's one of those things, I think since they don't know where to put themselves, they just go into every game like,
let's just try. Let's do our best,
Yeah.
no expectations. And right now, we've started to put expectations upon them because they have been performing so well, but somehow they have done such a good job keeping their wits about them, winning all of the tiebreaker scenarios to get into the top 2 and have the automatic berth into LAN. And now with a win here, if they win this game and the next one, they will have swept FlipSid. But so far, this game, FlipSide's going to come in guns a-blazing. It only took them 9 seconds to get on the board.
This was just recovery from Marky due to landing in the corner and then noticing Snasky had a weak touch off that back wall, coming in, doing it all by himself, doesn't need any help by his teammates.
4:51 left to go. Only 9 seconds it took in game 3 for FlipSid to score. We'll see how the leftovers respond. Greasy will just take the soft touch from Sicky, but Farah will clear this one away. Now, out into the midfield. Cooks are downfield. Marky watching for an opportunity. Snasky will move it back down quickly, but Greasy steals it away. Cooks are in the air. The zone on the goalie, but Sicky, it doesn't matter. Greasy went to bully Sicky in net, and Sicky keeps his wits about him, flies it back down the field, and now he is the threat on offense for the leftovers. It's 4:18 remaining in game number 3. FlipSide still looking for their first win in the series.
They are 2 games down, but opening up with a goal potentially. An opportunity coming up soon. Greasy trying to get the tight angle, but it will get batted away.
Sicky will drop this one down. Fair will fall back. All the FlipSide players on this far side. Greasy will let that one roll around into the corner. Snasky, that ball bounces over his head, so it'll end up back on his backboard. Sicky out to Snasky. Gets bumped. He'll just continue to fly downfield. Go for like some Jacob positioning. Wait near the enemy net. He'll fall back now, as the ball remained in his own corner for too long. Marky to try and pass up to Cookser, but Snasky interrupts over the top of Marky, caught in dead man territory, and Snasky gets it past Greasy as well. Good scoring opportunity here, but Marky manages to gain ball control, dribble it past his own net. Now Cookser up in the corner, looking to extend this lead. 3:22 left to go, still 1-0 FlipSide.
Marky really has woken up since we saw him in the beginning of his last series, but will it be enough? They still have struggled to maintain any leads in this series.
Greasy to push that one back out to midfield. Now Sicky over to Snasky, interrupted by Cookser to Greasy. Bounces bar down but does not go in. Marky with another opportunity. This one also goes off the crossbar. 2 opportunities to extend their lead, both of them missed. Right now, Greasy up on offense once more. Oh, that bounce, very unfortunate. He did not expect that one just to roll straight onto the ground, but Marky will take a shot towards the net. Sicky clears it away. Greasy in the air to put it over the top, and 3 players commit on the leftover side. But that was the last member of the offensive rotation for FlipSide. They'll be able to get out of that one for the moment. Right now, leftovers struggling to find an opportunity. Very, very few shots on net so far for the leftovers.
Yeah, they have 5 shots right now on net, but none of them really having a whole lot of threat. A big part of it are those midfield passing plays we've seen them pull off. But right now, they're looking to just try and get 1 more goal.
Marky Duda.
Of course. I mean, what a dumb statement.
Everyone, they're looking to get about tree fitty goals, man. They want a bunch. Just rack them all up. Very slow game right now as FlipSide looks for another chink in the armor. They'll find it as Greasy finally gets this one. The bar down this time rolls in.
I thought Snasky was going to get this, but a bit too close to the crossbar on that shot. Snasky almost found himself in position to save that ball, but a bit higher than him. Bounced right around him. Probably matrixed it a little bit, maybe a little bit salty on that, but now 2 goals up. FlipSide are looking to at least not need the reverse sweep.
Yep, 0-2.
0-2?
Yeah, 0-2 in favor of FlipSide. I guess I should give a context to that score. Sicky out to Farah. Nice pass play. Up towards Snasky. Can he make contact? Oh, it'll be close. Sicky with an opportunity in the midfield. Back passes to Farah. He's going to have to wrap around this one over the top of 2 players, but bumps into Snasky. Unfortunate rotations as they had a nice opportunity and had juked FlipSide in the midfield. It'll be Snasky now downfield. Marky to Greasy. Connection onto the backboard. Cleared away by Sicky. Good directional clear. And Greasy has to fall back, just trying to interfere right now. Gets the screen for Cookser to move this one down. Shoots towards the goal. And now Greasy popping this one high. Cookser pops that one out. Now Snasky. Back downfield. So much long clears right now. The counter clear game on both sides. We've seen the leftovers make very, very few motions into offense. There's 2 players in the backfield for FlipSid. They're still not able to push forward at all.
They really haven't been able to push out. FlipSid playing some sort of 2-tiered defense. Someone always in the midfield to contest it, but if you try and clear it, there's somebody always drop back to just get the counter clear. And on top of it, they're passing it to each other. Oh, just like this. But Marky Duda unable to make contact into the net.
Could not get the angle in. 30 seconds remaining. Game number 3, FlipSid still leading 2-0. Greasy with an opportunity to extend that lead, and here comes Marky to try and finish it off in a dangerous position. Cooks are in again, but Farah will clear this one away. And now with the opportunity, takes the shot downfield. Long shot, easily cleared by Greasy, but he gets demoed then by Farah on the follow-up, and now another opportunity. This one cleared by Cookser. And the best opportunity we've seen from the leftovers is going to come a bit too late here in Game 3. They'd have to get this goal in immediately and then just get a pinch. But as the clock hits 0, the win becomes impossible. FlipSid will get a win here in Game 3, looking to see if they can tie up the series in Game 4.
These games are pretty slow-paced considering the 2 teams that are going up against each other. I think it's fair to say that FlipSid, I mean, I just don't know if they have enough juice. That is a viable thing. Like, it really is to say how intense the last series they played was today. All the way to Game 5, all the way to overtime, or Game 7, apologies. All the way to overtime. I just don't know if they have like enough energy to just keep pushing through this, at least with enough fire. They're playing the safe card right now. They're playing it safe. They're getting the passes they need, but they're not taking the risk. They're always there to make sure to counter any counters.
Sure.
When I say counter any counters, I mean like counter attacks. Like
yeah.
You'll see leftovers clear it. FlipSid's there to just make sure they clear it right back and try and pass it to each other.
Yeah, very, very strong defense here in Game 3. They get the goals they need, and then they just turtled up. They just built a wall and stood behind it and did not allow leftovers to get in at all. We see just 3 shots from the leftovers total in that game, and they really could not find a way to get at the net at all. So that sort of statistic is going to spell disaster for the leftovers if they cannot find a way to break through. They need to find the mistakes that they were exploiting in Games 1 and 2. And we'll see if they can bounce it back. Here in Game 4, we will not have any sort of reverse sweep or sweeps or anything. No brooms involved in this series at all. Just good Rocket League. I still think it'll go to Game 7.
I still think I'm brain dead from that first game.
No, you can't be.
I can barely speak, man.
Dude, you say so many good words.
So many good words.
Game 4 on DFH. Lee Snasky and Cooks are on the kickoff. One out here by the leftovers. Siki tries to dribble this one through. Now Marky up on the wall. Fair clearing it away. Greasy down to Marky to Cookser. The pass plays from FlipSid, blocked by Siki. Snasky gets caught on the post. Another opportunity here as the defense is all amuck. It'll be Farah able to push that one out. Breaking away from the opportunity for FlipSid, but Snasky, what a touch! Greasy will come off the wall and clear it away. Beautiful soft touch, and now Farah, can he get there? No, the transition from FlipSid's too much. FlipSid scores first again.
These are the counter plays. Greasy touching that over to the sidewall, and it really came down to that miss from Siki.
Yep.
Siki needed to slow that down. Counter plays only work if you do them immediately and at full pace. If he'd slow that down at all, there wouldn't have been an opportunity, and Farah could have gone back on defense.
Marky wins kickoff, and Snasky will clear to the side. And now Siki on the side. Able to push that one all the way onto the backboard. Marky misses on the corner, but Greasy will get the clear. And Cookser will touch it again, carrying it farther into the blue. Force the leftovers to fall even farther back before resuming offense. And right now, Greasy winning all the 50-50s, pushes that one all the way into the blue. Marky out to Cookser, the loft into the middle. Marky plays it to the side. No immediate shot viable for FlipSid, so he just plays for ball control. And now Greasy Meister pass to Farah will get the block, and then comes out to try and dribble it around Marky. They'll be able to pass it past him, but the ball will roll past Farah into the other side. Greasy will get the center, and then the ball will move back around. Ball just doing laps around the field at the moment. 3:38 left to go as the leftovers look to score after getting shut out in Game 3. They'll look to remedy that here in Game 4. Siki up on the wall. Play that one down towards Farah. That one rolls around. 3:20 left to go. Still the 1-0 lead for FlipSid.
FlipSid just having 2 players kind of hawking around the middle, trying to contest as many things as possible while somebody sits back on defense to make sure they can get a good hard clear. Marky!
Oh, Farich almost got there, but Cookser will slam it in, and that's the 2-0 lead for FlipSid.
Playing the patient yet confident game, Marky due to nearly getting the angle all by himself, and Farah left in a place where he had a single option, and it was to put it right into Cooks here.
We'll see. We'll see if they are able to bounce back here. Again, the best of 7. Both these teams with histories of coming back after being down. You can never count them out. Greasy will drop this one into his own corner. Sicky moves up to try and pass to Snasky. Marky's touch will carry it away. Farah able to get the double tap on Marky. But it still ends up in Greasy Meister's control. FlipSid with the possession as they move downfield. Cleared away by the leftovers, and now Greasy in the air. Taking the shot towards the net. Wide. It'll be Farah trying to push it out. Comes down off the wall. Sicky and Farah in the midfield as Greasy pops it high. They have to keep that lateral motion going, or else the shots from FlipSid will come into flying. Greasy onto an open net. The passing plays from FlipSid. 3-0. It's exactly the same as Game 3, Carpet.
Very similar passing play to how they ended their final series. Over to someone in the corner who can just get a nice, tight, strong angle. It's more the pace as well. They don't want to go over the lofty redirects, although that's kind of Cooksier's power.
Sure.
He likes to go above the net and just kind of teardrop it right in, and the teardrop usually resembles how their teammates, how their opponents feel the moment they've scored on top of them.
Just the lone solitary tear down the cheek.
Yeah, they do such a good job, though, of keeping pace on their passes and their redirects and their shots. So it's just such a hard, it might not be insane, and the placement, even if it's on the ground, usually has so much speed.
Sicky able to clear that one away. He's going to have to do it again. Gets a very soft touch, but the demo on the Marky could be all they need as Farah will be able to block the shot from Greasy. And now Snasky out to Farah. Making contact onto the backboard. Greasy will come in late, but the pass onto the backboard was wide. Now the shot onto the open net. Sicky drawing out the defenders, able to take the roller in, and that is the leftovers on the board.
Cookser and Greasy both going for that. I don't know really who should have made that save. Cookser on the ground, but I have seen him so far today panic a bit on defense. I think he knows he's one of the strongest defenders in the league, and he knows he can get there, but he's got to have faith in his teammates. I mean, maybe there's no connection either, or sorry, communication.
Sure.
But it's also it's one of those things you should probably know where your teammates are.
Yeah, brilliantly fast pass. The fast plays is the best thing to break up communication. Just leaves you no time to communicate. The players just have to do. In that situation, we saw both Greasy and Cookser commit. And now it's a 2-goal game, 1:27 left to go. In game number 4 for our best of 7. Sicky to pass out to the middle. Fair is there, but Greasy Meister makes contact first. Snasky will fall back. Seeing Marky, knew he was going to take the shot. Good block from Snasky. So it goes back into the middle, and Farah will send this one down and into the corner. He'll look for the read. Marky gets it past him, sticking it to the wall. Marky and Cookser now on the side. This one will dribble around. Sicky drops this one down. Cookser, can he get this one through? No, the leftovers will block it away. And then they'll try to play this one out. What a kill from Farah, just to kill all momentum on that ball.
The killdest kill.
Yeah, this is the most killedest ball. Oh, Marky, he just lets that one roll. 3-goal game again for FlipSid.
Looking like FlipSid are going to tie up the series.
Yep.
2 games to 2 games. I think they're trying to relieve as much pressure as possible. If they bring it to a potential where they're looking 1-game loss away from losing the series, if they can get their buy into season 4, I mean, it's not very unexpected. This is FlipSid tactics we're talking about.
All right, so as we move forward, we've got 2 games apiece, right?
Yep.
Which means we've got games 5, 6, and 7 awaiting. It's basically a best of 3 at this point. First team to take 2 more games will win, and we'll move on to face off Mocket eSports in the finals and qualify for Season 4 to play for the $10,000 prize pool.
God, this is a mind-melding amount of Rocket League these guys are playing today.
They are doing so much. Maximum of 42 games could be played today. Actually, it's 41 now as we missed a game in the first series. But
God, every game
FlipSid,
has almost gone to Game 7, hasn't it?
it has. It has come so close. Sicky will take a shot. It'll actually go in, but with 2 seconds left and down by 2, this win is not happening for the leftovers. FlipSid Tactics will tie up the series. Game 5 inbound. These best of 7s, man, they leave you so much room to kind of come back into the series, and FlipSid have done just that.
Now, statistically, their shots are pretty close. The leftovers with 9 shots, and the FlipSid with 10. So they're close on shots, but leftovers aren't putting many threatening opportunities on net. They're getting it near the net. They're pushing it towards the target. A lot of them are hard clears as well. And then you just have someone from someone from FlipSid Tactics. Why is that? That name is actually always
I don't know.
been difficult.
Maybe it's because they spell with a 3.
FlipSid Tactics.
FlipSid Tactics,
Yeah.
the reigning world champions. I just want to shout out Cookser. Thank you for dancing. He always dances with his Batmobile, celebrating the win in good sportsmanlike fashion. Here, as he got 1 goal, Greasy got 2, and their 4-goal win here over the Leftovers. And the Leftovers now, we've seen them win 2, we've seen them drop 2, and they need to be able to get this offensive pressure going. The only goals we really see them scoring are on defensive mistakes from FlipSid. What we know from the Leftovers is offensive pressure, is offensive aggression. We know that they can make the defense make the mistakes. They can play around it with the pass plays, and we need to see that again from them. Right now, they're getting the solid defense. They're getting solid transitions back into offensive pressure, but they have not been able to capitalize.
But from the interview with Snasky, from what we can tell, there's a moment where they just go, I mean, let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
And it's funny, it's not even like a hype moment. They're not like, come on, guys, we can do it. They're just like, I mean, I guess let's reverse sweep FlipSid.
I guess let's get 2 more wins.
And then they do it.
It'll be 7 games or 6 games. I don't know.
Maybe we'll do 8.
Maybe 6. I don't know. I'm just feeling 5 right now. Feeling 5.
Let's get the first draw in Rocket League history.
I just want to say that doesn't actually matter. But if FlipSid wins this game, they will have technically reverse sweeped the Leftovers in a 5-game series. And they can just put that in their belts like, hey, if it had been a 5-game series,
it is semi-revenge.
You know, just for the fun of it. This ball is going crazy right now around the Leftovers net as they will now move down the field, loft it up high. Snasky in the air. Can he make contact? No, it'll be Marky who clears it away. And Cookser will be able to pop that one back out in the middle. This is another opportunity for the Leftovers early in Game 5. As Sicky will try to send this one back down. Snasky wheels around. Pass 1. Tries to get it past Cookser. And Sicky with a shot. Beautiful angle. But Marky, quick response, blocks it away over to the side. And they should be able to transition this one onto offense on that wall position from Greasy. He goes for the dribbles. It's wide of the goal, but Marky keeps the pressure on. Snasky gave Cookser a scare there, and Cookser was going to fall back. So we will see them be able to push up. Snasky again with a nice shot, but this one wide of the goal. Did not make contact. Good positioning, though. Farah and Sicky, though, bunched up there in the air. Not good offensive positioning. This will give a lot of space for FlipSid to move up.
It seems that Greasy has quieted down a little bit. He's not nearly as aggressive as he was previously today, but Marky Duda seems to have filled his shoes. We now see him all over the place with some really nice touches, just trying to control the field and giving his teammates the opportunities.
Farah will shoot it towards Snasky. Pops it high. Sicky's very far away to be able to move up and take advantage of this, but he is able to fake out Cookser. And Greasy will pass to Marky. Here comes the 1-2. Downfield. Farah will pick up that loose ball. Snasky again going for the ridiculous angles deep in enemy territory. Sicky in to take a shot, upper 90, goes wide. Snasky's follow-up also wide. Still scoreless here in Game 5. The drop to Farah, the shot towards the net. Sicky tries to push it through. So many opportunities for the Leftovers, but they have not been able to capitalize. And here comes FlipSid. The transition onto offense effective. And that pinch will send it very far back downfield. Not what FlipSid was looking for. And we will see the Leftovers. The drop down. Farah trying to shoot it through. Snasky watching. It's Marky in the air. Being chased by Greasy Meister is Snasky. He'll get it past the whole team. Back out to the side. Snasky and Sicky with opportunities. It'll be Marky who had rotated back. He'll play that one away. 2:45 left to go in game number 5. We are still scoreless and all tied up in the series.
Neither team having a whole lot of consistent pressure. Woo. Oh my, that almost went on an open net. Can Marky get the save?
Woo, no, Snasky gonna finish that one off. We got the Leftovers with the lead here in Game 5.
Snasky taking his time with the shot. Watching the flat-footed Marky Duda trying to just angle himself in a place where he can get the save. He wasn't able to do it in time. Snasky straight for the crossbar.
They get saved by the post, but in the end it doesn't really matter. That post bounce, so difficult to position yourself because you didn't expect it to happen in the first place. And Snasky will finish that one off. The Leftovers now with the lead in Game 5. As Snasky moves this one up into the corner. It'll be Farah in company. They get that one through 2, but no, they lose ball control, not able to make another touch, and Cookser will be able to put it back out to midfield. Now Sicky to Farah, onto the backboard, uncontested. Cookser reads it off the rebound. And Sicky will just play this one back into his own corner. Oh dear, this is an interesting situation. He's set that ball basically out to Cookser, but he saw the defensive positioning, fell back, did not like his odds. So here comes Cookser. This time he's not going to miss that one. Just sitting and lurking. The decision-making from Cookser pivotal in tying this game.
And Snasky and Sicky making this mistake, both going for that save. Sicky got contact, but to where? Not really anywhere safe. Right out into that middle region in front of his net, which are not difficult shots for Cooks here.
We'll put that in. He'll tie it up at 1 apiece. 150 left to go in Game 5. The win here gives you the lead in the series. Put your opponents at match point. Here comes Snasky up towards Farah. Able to drop that one down. Snasky up onto the backboard, marking a rough situation. Gets faked out by Farah. Sicky inbound, keeps the pressure on. Is Snasky airborne? He'll go up, but he misses the ball and is not able to send that one down. And now Cookser 1v1 with Farah. He'll play that one off the wall. Out towards Snasky. What a touch on the roof. Can Farah do this one here? He takes it towards the net. Off the post. 2 defenders up. Sicky was up as well. But Snasky over the top. Nobody in a good position in net right now for FlipSid Tactics. But the shot is not there. The follow-up is missing from the leftovers. What a pass from Snasky to get that started.
So close to making plays, but it's those last few moments of a play that you'll need to capitalize, especially on defense like FlipSid Tactics.
Mark can do it. He'll drop that one. Oh, it does not go in. It bounces off the nose of Snasky. And they get saved by the nose. That Dominus playing it away. Farah will drop this one towards Sicky. He's farther upfield than he expected the pass to be. And now Greasy down with the carry. What? I just kept waiting for the player to engage, but nobody was there. Greasy again putting FlipSid on his back, and now the lead in Game 5.
To try and follow that ball. It was just a little bit off of what gravity would have done with it.
Man.
And when you're on the other side of the ball, you really can't tell how your opponent's oriented underneath that ball. They couldn't see where Greasy was, how much boost he had left. They didn't know if he was pushing it up or forward. He found that perfect angle. That perfect little angle to do both.
Sicky the pinch out. They almost had another opportunity to score off kickoff. But the FlipSid player is able to get back in time. Now leftovers threatening on offense. 3 players in the corner. If Snasky can get a solid pass out, this will be a good shooting opportunity. Here comes Sicky with the opportunity now. Onto the backboard. Rolls around. Cookser plays it out. Final 10 seconds. Only down by 1. If the leftovers can get the play all the way down, they'll have an opportunity. But FlipSid holding that ball against the backboard. This is not the time for dribbles. You have to keep this one in the air, and it is going to touch soon if they cannot keep it up. Oh, and it'll drop there. FlipSid gets the win. 3 games in a row. There's that 5-game reverse sweep, but luckily for the leftovers, it's a best of 7.
FlipSid is on game point. One more, and they will get the nice ticket to Season 4 league play.
Yep.
They will be able to
Squip.
What is wrong with me?
I don't know, man.
Dave, help me.
You had to cast a 7-game series that went to overtime with Resident and FlipSid.
Is something actually wrong with me?
I mean, we're all black-hearted sinners, man.
That is true.
Everyone, there's something wrong with everybody. But right now, the thing that's wrong is the leftovers can't seem to find a way to win against FlipSid. 3 games in a row now.
Both teams are just slow, to be honest. It's a very slow series from these 2 teams. Leftovers, it's really hard to pinpoint their playstyle because they really just kind of like, they're the ones that spend half the series losing to figure out who they're up against and then start winning because they're the reverse sweep kings. They're like, let's just, I mean, who cares what the first 2 games go? Let's figure it out. It's like they're siphoning, like they're trying to find the weak point. You know, when you put your scanner on them and then it takes too long and you get you take a couple of hits, but then you find out what their weakness is. That's kind of what they do. But I think they're taking a bit too long to figure that out. On the flip side, while they're slow, they're calculated right now. They are only taking the shots they know they can. They're not overcommitting. Cooks here is hell-bent on staying on defense. He just wants to make as many saves as possible. Dude, the savior thing's already been, the accolade's already out, man.
That $500 is gone, man.
It's already out. You're good.
You can't get it. But what we do see here, I felt like the leftovers, they tried to pick up the pace at times, but they were not able to get they were, like, you saw the pass from Snasky downfield to Farah, and it was like, oh, this is a great opportunity just to fly this one down the field and get the lead, but just the accuracy wasn't there. So they're having to play a bit slower so that they actually have the opportunity to score, but still not able to capitalize, not able to put it in, and that gives 3 games in a row here to FlipSid, and if they get this win here in Game 6, they will move on for the 2nd time to play in the finals.
We have at least a Game 6. 2 Game 6s, 2 Game 7s.
Yep. Long day.
Nice,
but a great day.
Nice European regional championships, that's for sure. And remember, they are trying to make. Oh, they're also winning money today. I mean, the first place today gets $10,000. nothing to laugh at, and then even more at LAN when they go there. I mean, it's also just so cool to see these guys right now just giving it their all. They are all blood, sweat, and tears out on the pitch.
Yep.
No one has slowed down. We saw. I mean, the first game against Resident. I mean, let's be honest. Resident played better than most people I'd seen all season. They brought it to FlipSid Tactics, and FlipSide barely making it out of alive.
Yep.
Mocket and Northern Gaming, what another great game. So far today's been great. Yesterday's amazing. If you haven't caught up with everything going on, go back and watch as many things as you can.
Or if you haven't caught up, be sure to tune into Overtime on Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Pacific, right here at twitch.tv/Rocket League.
10 p.m.?
Get all caught up. 10. Did I say 10 p.m.?
I don't
10
know.
a.m. Pacific is when it airs.
10 p.m. Pacific. 10 a.m. Pacific.
No, the A goes with the time, and the P goes with the time zone.
Gotcha.
See, you can't call it 10 p.m. Pacific.
Although I think it works.
Oh man, we're waiting on the lobby to get set up here to continue on with our series.
Yep.
I had a joke. You want to hear my joke?
Oh, let's hear it.
How does it? Do you know how it feels to know that you're going to be outlived by Pepe?
How?
Feels bad, man. Walk straight into that one. We'll get into the lobby soon, but 6 games is how long this series is going. We might go to 7 games. We might only have lost 1, and he's still. You're reeling from the series earlier, and now he's reeling from the pun as well.
I might just ignore you the rest of the series.
Dude, it was such a good pun.
It was a pun, that's for sure.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know if I'd call it good.
I think it's about the best, man. That might be my magnum opus at this point.
Well, that's not something you should brag about.
I don't know.
I think you're bringing on down to Mount Doomsday was probably your best one.
Oh yeah, the dropping a ring of the tailpipe of Mount Doomsday. That was pretty good. Was that season 1? That must have been season 1.
I don't know when
that was.
All I know is I was supposed to talk after you, and I had no idea what to say.
Oh man, but right now, Game 6 set to go here on Urban Central. A win for FlipSid sends them to the finals and guarantees a spot in Season 2. The Leftovers want those things as well, maybe even more so than FlipSid. The automatic berth into Season 2 means so much for them, and that shot from FlipSid. They're threatening early. Hearing what you're saying about playing slow, trying to pick up the pace. And here comes Farah, though. Open net. Marky's way out to the side. Nobody on defense. FlipSid is now down in Game 6.
Trying to take a look at the defensive rotations here. Cooksier was in no man's land, which is the absolute worst place to find yourself. Greasy rotating back on the left-hand side. Marky Duda on the right-hand side. No one in net. Nice and easy for Farah.
4:40 left to go. Farah putting Leftovers on the board. Snasky going to try and drop this one through. That's a double commit from FlipSid, and immediate pressure from Leftovers could extend the lead again. Oh, and now Greasy misses. Farah has another opportunity. This one from Cookser will bounce out. He'll get demoed. Sicky will put it onto the backboard, and Snasky in the air puts that one underneath. It's Leftovers up by 2.
Opening up real strong. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left still. This is just a backboard passing play, unanswered. Greasy was actually really close to getting that.
So close.
I think if he had just positioned himself a little bit to the left. But that is, when we talk about trying to shut down shots before they happen, that's exactly why, because you're leaving yourself at the advantage of your opponent.
Does it go in? Nope, it pops up high. Still an opportunity. Marky going to try and clear this one away before any inbound aerials can come from the Leftovers. But they've been getting hit hard, and it's going to go in eventually. This double boost kickoff thing, especially this early in the game, I don't know. That's the second time they've blown that kickoff.
I mean, you got to get, if you're going to send 2 defenders to boost, that means it's up to the player going for kickoff.
You are putting so much trust in him.
But it's also, remember what your opponent is trying to do. Do the opposite of what you want. So no matter how good you are at kickoffs, there are some times where your opponent is just going to do exactly what it takes to kill the ball in the middle, and you are at a huge disadvantage.
Especially if they can recognize that you're going for that kickoff. There's such an infinitesimal moment to be able to recognize that and make the adjustment, but the Leftovers have done it twice now and been able to punish that lack of forward pressure. And now Snasky in the side. Farah will be able to play that one over the top. 3-goal lead already. We're not even to halftime, and Leftovers, so many points on the board, looking for that Game 7. It's only appropriate that it go to Game 7, I feel like, with these two. Cookser will try to drop this one through. He'll get it in off the bounce, and that's FlipSid on the board.
There's something weird about when you see 3 goals to make, it almost seems impossible. But when you see 2 goals to make in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, especially with FlipSid Tactics, totally plausible. This went from a game that looked like it was already going in favor of Leftovers to now one where FlipSid just has to make sure that they really pick up the pace and they really cut back on the mistakes.
Yeah, and the comeback of being down 4-0 has only happened once. 3-0's happened quite a few times, and it does really feel like that goal, when you have a team that's up by 3, the next goal is pivotal in deciding statistically whether this game is going to be a blowout or whether there will be any chance of them coming back. FlipSid right now still in a 2-goal deficit, but a much more manageable deficit to deal with here, as they're going to try and make it a 1-goal. Cookser takes the only shot that existed and makes it happen.
The Cookser specialty, right above the net. Greasy actually tried to follow that through. He almost messed up Cookser. Man, I bet Cookser called him off. He saw him coming.
And Sicky was so close to connecting with that and to closing the door, not allowing that window to exist for Cookser. But touted as the greatest play in the world, he makes it work. And now down by 1. You wouldn't even know that there was a 3-goal lead at 3:30. As now FlipSid, very reasonable deficit to deal with here. They're going to try and cut it down immediately. Cookser, can he do it a third time? As we're now 3-2, approaching halftime. Greasy, the shot towards the backside. Sicky will play this one down. Cookser to try and shoot that one over the top of Farah, but he gets up in time, plays it down to the middle. Snasky and Sicky hang on the back wall, give FlipSid a lot of space. Sicky will try to push that one up, but now the midfield defense is rolling for FlipSid. Cookser to drop this one in, the hat trick for Cookser. It's been greasy all series, but now Cookser is lighting up in top form.
They are taking turns carrying the team. I think Cookser thinks he's at land right now.
Maybe.
He's usually on fire when it comes to live situations, but right now, with a hat trick and only 4 shots, he's got a 75% shooting rate right now.
How much you want to bet Cookser took his computer out to the local soccer game and just set up nearby to get the vibe?
I think it'd be funny if he was just sitting on a porch. He's like, I'm just outside. It's live.
It's live, folks. Oh, dear. Is this going to go in? Cookser gets another one. FlipSid, Leftovers honestly kind of handed this one to him, but now the lead so quickly, FlipSid gets it back.
Farah dropped that down to Cookser, and Snasky with a field backflip, man. He didn't think it would be a bounce shot. He figured Cookser would put it directly on target, as he has already so many times this series, but misdirecting it into the ground first.
What a pinch from Farah. Downfield very quickly. Cookser in the net. Now it is the Leftovers down by 1. If they lose this game, it's over. They'll drop to the 3rd place match, and we'll see FlipSid versus Maka in the finals. This one coming out. Greasy now down towards Markey. Sicky will play it high. The 1-goal game. Most manageable of comebacks. Sicky to drop this one towards Farah. It'll pop high. Snasky in to follow it up, but Markey right there. So difficult to read those aerial touches. So there's so many options. That's 2 players in the corner, though, for FlipSid. Greasy in the back just has to buy time. Pops that one away. It'll be Sicky moving up first towards the backboard. And Greasy now back downfield. Snasky towards the net. Greasy over to Markey. Cookser, whatever your name is, over to the side. That guy. FlipSid. They're going to try and take a shot now as Greasy over the top. Cookser up, but does not make the contact he needs. Now Farah grounds this one. Can he do it again? Takes the shot towards the net. Markey's there. He'll play it away. Oh, the post bounce puts it back the other way. You saw the Leftovers positioning for the bounce they thought was coming. Then again, another post bounce on the other side. And then this one, Snasky over the top. Cookser will send it to the side. 38 seconds is all that remains for the Leftovers to send it to Game 7. They need it to qualify for Season 4. But right now, FlipSid trying to shut it down. Can they do it 4 games straight? Farah in the air, drops it in. 26 seconds left, and it's all tied up, Carpet.
Farah showing off no matter what time of the season it is. Whenever they need him, he clutches it for him, tying the game, the potential to get knocked out. Will we see it Game 7? 26 seconds left. What do you think, an overtime wave?
I can see overtime.
Ivertime.
Ivertime, either way. It's either way. That's just bad even for me. Cookser in the corner.
We're the worst.
With Greasy. 15 seconds remaining. Anybody's game in Game 6. Farah plays this one down. Cookser will shoot it up towards Markey. He'll look just to pop it high. Goes for it. Cookser just to try and land it, but Snasky over to the side. Greasy with another opportunity. FlipSid with the scoring potential right now. Markey will take the shot to the side, but it will touch. Will go to overtime.
This is the Leftovers' chance. If they don't do this, they are done for the day.
Oh, they go for the
might
kill.
make it to land. Oh,
close one. Farah will get shut down. You know,
they do make it to land, by the way.
FlipSide's got to live in fear of having him dribble them again.
I was saying they might make it to land, but they won't make it to Season 4 is what I was going to say. Cutting me off makes a totally different sentence.
They have made it to lane already. Snasky with an excellent shot downfield. Goes wide. He'll trap this one here from Farah. Now Snasky on the corner. Looking to set it up. Greasy will play it away. Where's Sicky? He's in the back, and he'll play it back down. Just one player. It's Cookser in the back. An excellent defender, but Sicky gets it past him. Marky will play it back into the corner. Snasky and Farah try and see if they can coordinate here, but that's Cookser and Marky up again. 2 players upfield. Greasy on the side. It's going to bounce off. He makes contact, getting himself a Savior medal, and just the amount of speed that is added by the bumper of his car is enough to break up the pass plays. But there's the shot from Marky. So close. Greasy in. Snasky gets the block, keeping the Leftovers alive as the first minute is coming and going. So many opportunities on both sides. Snasky drops this to Sicky. He tries to get it past, but it's Marky in the midfield. He'll play it to the side. Cookser and Greasy a bit confused, a bit of miscommunication again, but this one Greasy will drop in. Does it go? It's all the way in. FlipSide's through to the finals, and that will do it. They secure the spot in the European Finals, and in Season 4, it'll be Mocket versus FlipSide.
Match through match, Greasy gets more and more comfortable with these two, and here he is, solidifying their spot in Season 4, giving them that golden ticket to skip all of the qualifying matches. They are now at least in the top 2 seed to land.
They are.
And also a bunch of money.
Man, and this is the second time we'll see FlipSide in a row in the European Finals to face off against Mocket and the Leftovers. Such a valiant effort all season. They will go to the 3rd place match, so the best they can finish for the regular season is top 3. They will still be going to land, so we will see them one more time, but they will have to play through the qualifiers of Season 4 to get in again. So their story, still so much left to be seen, but I have loved watching them play up till now.
Even though this is single elimination, this has felt like casting FlipSide Tactics in the lower bracket.
Yeah,
this
same.
has felt like it because they're always like starting on the lower end, losing a few games, having to fight back the whole time. They're never in a place where they can just kind of like breathe and play.
Yep. That was